Hey guys, it's Kurt and Chloe from Parade the Gospel. I got my daughter in here and we're heading out to the WindigoFest parade. We did it last year. We're doing it again this year. Actually, we actually did it this will be the third year in a row, which is also the third year that they've had this event. So it is, what is today, October 5th, and the parade is at 666. 666, okay, 706, but that's why 706 means 666. Ha, get it? Well, what is WindigoFest? Maybe I should explain that. Well, WindigoFest is basically all things evil. It's demonic. Windigo is, if you look it up online, it is a cannibalistic demon. And what kind of things do they have going on there? Well, like really harsh metal rock bands. Last year, I actually went into the event. They had like flame-throwing stuff. They had people mimicking hanging themselves. They had tarot cards, all kinds of stuff like that. And it's like a big Halloween event, but it's pretty demonic. But yeah, so 7:06 is when it starts. It is 6:44 right now. We got some time. Actually, it's a good thing that 7:06 because that gives us more time to get there. My friend Brett is going to be there as well. He's heading there right now. After the event, we're going to talk to people. Hopefully, we'll see how things go. It has been raining here on and off, so we don't know what that's going to be like. And it is a closed-off event as opposed to the last 2 years where it was free. So, I mean, the parade, of course, is not closed off, but to get inside, it costs $5, and I don't have that money right now. But so we'll see what happens as people enter. Maybe we'll try to engage them. I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But I'm super excited about this, guys. I mean, I was thinking about this before. Like, just think about it. Like, we get to serve God. I was thinking about, oh man, I get to go to the parade tonight. I get to share the gospel. I get to give us some gospel tracts. That is fantastic. It's not like a chore. It's not, we're not doing it out of compulsion. We get to, guys. I mean, think about like the king of the universe. We get to serve him. Think about if you get to serve like a president or some earthly king of some sort. It would be a high honor. But we get to serve the king of the universe, and that just takes it to a whole different level. So please pray as you watch this video. Of course, it's going to be after the event. Please pray for the people that have received gospel tracts, the people that we talked to. I'll probably give an update at the end of this video. I'm not sure what film footage I'll be able to get after this. As you can see, it's getting dark out right now. We're driving along Lake Michigan. Probably can't see that, but man, those waves today have been phenomenal. I've never seen waves crashing that harshly into like the piers or the along the wayside here. I mean, they were crashing so hard that it was actually getting into the street. It was that crazy. So anyway, Chloe, can you show the people this track? Oh, maybe I can do it. So I'm going to use this one. Now, I've only remembered this event like 2 days ago. It was on the radio. So that one's from Gospel Track Planet. It's not really a Halloween-esque gospel track, but it's got evil on there, the word evil. What's it say on there, Chloe?
Why does God allow evil?
Why does God allow evil? But that word evil on there, so that will kind of attract the eyes at this event. So I think that would just be perfect. I do have other tracks as well. But yeah, I just remembered about this event like 2 days ago. It was on the radio and some people at work were talking about it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's right. WindigoFest is coming up. It's the first weekend of October. I forgot. I mean, I was thinking about it like leading up to this event or this weekend. But I didn't know when it was. Like a couple weeks ago, it was probably the last time I thought about it. Like, yeah, the WindigoFest, that's got to be coming up. I wonder when it is. But then I didn't look into it, forgot about it, and here we are. So it was kind of a last minute thing. Last minute too for Chloe. Like, it was just going to be me flying solo today. And I was kind of bummed out because like I've been talking about this for days now. And it's kind of funny too that I rewatched my video from last year. It's a 2-part video set of the WindigoFest outreach, and I rewatched it, and I was talking about in the second part the same thing that I'm going to talk about now. You know, the frustrations of not having or not being belonging to a body. I mean, as far as like getting prayer support, that's impossible with the local Christians here. They don't even acknowledge that you're going out. They don't care. They want nothing to do with it. They don't want to pray for you. None of that. And it's just been kind of frustrating. But I was super happy though, and filled with ecstatic joy that I still get to go out and do this. Whether it's by myself or not, didn't matter. But Brett also was a last minute. He agreed to go. And it's not, I'm not trying to say that like, oh man, I'm bummed out because nobody else is going. I'm just kind of bummed out that the local church, Brett's not local, but the local church, outside of my evangelistic friends, they just couldn't care less. Whether, sadly to say, whether it be my local church, the one I attend, or the past 2 churches that I've attended and still associate with and are still very good friends with as well, just don't say, they didn't care. I've been talking to them for a couple of days and asking for prayer, but you know, it is what it is. But I don't want to be a downer. I don't want to complain. I don't want to sound like that. It's just the way things are, and I'm used to it. But anyway, Chloe had Bible quizzing today, her first day Bible quizzing. Also my son Caleb. If you remember, Chloe went to Nationals. Her first year in junior Bible quizzing was this past year, and she went to Nationals. That was back in June. And now we started up our first meet of this season. And Chloe, how did you do?
Good.
Well, what's good? You did amazing. But what's amazing?
Amazing is amazing.
Amazing is amazing. Well, okay, so she got 100%, right? Or you won 5 games out of the 6, was it? Or something like that. And you had a quiz out in each B. And this year, it's only her and Caitlin is brand new. See, last year she had the benefit of having Drew and Josh, and those guys have been in it for a long time. But they're too old now, so they can't continue on in junior Bible quizzing. So, very proud of them, and Caleb did really good as well. I think they won all of them. Well, he got 100%, I know that. I think they won all of their matches, I believe. But yeah, I just got home for a few minutes before, shoved some spaghetti in my mouth, and my daughter right now is doing that herself. And yeah, get into this event because I don't want to miss it. Probably not going to be out too long. Hope Brett finds it. It is 7:06 right now on my time on this video. Just passed it. It's 6:50 right now for the actual time. We're almost there. We'll have a couple minutes and pray. Hopefully Brett can get here before we start. And also I'm excited too about maybe bumping into some other people who maybe be doing the same thing. This guy named Lux. I've known him a long time ago. Went to his church. His brother is a pastor. A great church in Manitowoc, Baptist Church. Open Bible Baptist Church is called. And yeah, he was handing out gospel tracts. The same exact gospel tract, by the way. I think I talked about this. That we were handing out on St. Patrick's Day. And maybe he'll be at this parade too. Who knows? Yeah, so I'm excited. So excited. Chloe, I told her, well, you know, Chloe, you might not want to go. You know, you had a long day. It's cold outside. It might rain out. And she's like, no, I really want to go. I'm like, Chloe, I don't know. And she's begging me, and I can't turn down begging. No, I'm just kidding. But my wife was okay with it too, and she did come last year. I know it's a you know, dark event, but you know, we know how to appropriate this correctly, and she understands all that stuff, and we're here to spread the gospel, shine the light upon the light of Christ on a demonic parade. They may think it's all fun and games, but well, regardless of that, it doesn't matter. It could be a Memorial Day parade. They still need the gospel either way. So we're not, and I made this point on my Facebook post a few days ago. We're not doing this in the way of protest. It has nothing to do with that. We're just doing this to get the gospel. It's another opportunity. I mean, maybe, and I wanted to do open air preaching. I still can't find my acre, and I couldn't find anybody else to do open air with me, as I would really like that. But we can use those points, you know, that are involved in WindigoFest, all the demonic stuff and all that. In our preaching, I was going over in my mind things I wanted to say and preach about, and man, it was just flowing. Yeah, it was just coming out real good, as it usually does. But you know, when the nerves start, then you get nervous, and things don't come out the same way. But anyway, guys, maybe I'll get some film footage. Maybe I won't. Maybe I'll give you an update after this part. We'll see. God bless. Talk to you later. There's the old Strand Theater, now Strand Adventures. Got some people over there. But that's it. Right now, if you remember the video from last year, if you watched it, the people were across, like the big majority of the people were across the bridge way down there, a couple blocks. There are some more people on the sidewalk over there as well. But I just wanted to get here at the start and see if I can find Lux. I don't know if he's going to be here or not, but he's the guy I was talking about before who was handing out gospel tracts on St. Patrick's Day. This is the first parade in Manitowoc that I've done besides the St. Patrick's Day one this year. Since then, this is a mortgage place. This is where we did financing for our house. The house that we just bought a few months ago. It's windy. All right. So here's the start. Still got like 5 or 6 minutes yet before the official start. I don't know if they're starting right now. It is raining. Just waiting for Brett to get here. This is where we were last year. We started right here and watched these guys go through. Alright, let's go back by our cars or by the cars over here where we parked and see if Brett's going to be there. So there's Brett right ahead of me, and we met Pastor Roger Harrison from Open Bible and his brother Lux. I was talking about them before. So that's the Windigo demon thing. They say that they caught him. Yeah, okay. But yeah, awesome time handing out some tracts here. So my friend Brett is talking to some people right now, and he's talking to some other people before that as well. He is just great at just jumping in and talking to people. Something I can learn from. I'm not that great at just doing that, but he's great. I had a fantastic time though talking to Lux and Roger before, and they're going to start an open air preaching ministry, it sounds like. They want to pretty soon. So we're just kind of shooting ourselves right now from the rain. And I'm handing out some gospel tracts as people are walking by. So yeah, there's my mom over there. Ooh, maybe I should go talk to her. Give her a tract. Hey guys, so we're back home right now. It's actually much later. Everybody's in bed right now. I just thought I would give a quick rundown how things went today. This is my... Oh! I almost dropped my phone. My friend Trevor's dog right here, Sonic. Trevor is one of the guys who often goes out evangelizing with us, but he's gone right now, so we're taking care of his dog. Hey Sonic, you're a good boy. I love this dog. But anyway, so we give out not like a ton of tracts, not like most parades. We just go bam, 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 just give out a whole bunch. It was a little bit more laid back than that. But I did give out a bunch of those tracts that I showed off before. The best thing about tonight was two really awesome things about tonight. Number one, Brett. I really love seeing people being encouraged when it comes to sharing the gospel. Now, Brett, he's kind of working on like talking to people and just doing more outreaches. He was kind of like me for the longest time, never having anybody to go out with, and I was really happy to be able to just to be there for him for tonight, because he at the end of the night, excuse me, I just had a big plate of spaghetti. At the end of the night, he was so encouraged, and it was such a blessing to see. He talked to several people. This one couple, which is in one of the video clips, he was talking to for quite a while. I jumped in there I didn't really talk to that many people tonight, except for Lux and Roger. I'll get to that in a minute, but I just jumped in there for like I don't know, a couple minutes. But he was doing the heavy lifting. He was the one who was really talking with them, and he did pretty good. And the best part about that conversation with those two people, Jamie was the woman's name. I don't think I got the guy's name. I think the guy was an atheist and she was a Buddhist. I think that's how it was. But the takeaway with that is that you can have a conversation with people. Oh no, he wasn't an atheist. He was a Satanist. I think that's what it was. You have a conversation with people and be very cordial, laid back, and still have a smile on your face, and they're not gonna think of you as if you're judging them. You understand? That doesn't mean you can't still talk about topics such as like judgment, God's judgment upon us, or talk about sin and things like that. But it's just your tone of voice is very important. You show them that you listen to that you're someone who will listen to them speak even if it's something that they're talking about that you totally disagree with, just let them speak, let them have their moment, and then you can talk. I'm really happy to say that Brett really understood that. He really got that down. He did a great job. He was fantastic tonight. There's a lot of things I can learn from him. Anyway, so that was really awesome. And again, just seeing him being encouraged. And I hope that the point of these videos, I know I didn't really have any specific footage of us handing out gospel tracts or specific footage of like me filming conversations or anything like that. I mean, that stuff is all over online. You can find all that stuff on other channels. Living Waters is a great place, or my other parade videos. So that stuff is out there, but what I want to try to do is just give you guys an encouragement. That's really the main point of this channel, is to help encourage people who may not be doing evangelism at this moment. My wife just texted me saying it's cold. Yeah, we gotta get our heat working in our house. We just bought this house a few months ago, and we're having issues getting the heat to stay on. It's trying to figure out the thermostat. So I hope that these videos are encouraging. Excuse me. He was really encouraged, and my friend Richard that I just met recently, man, this past weekend, it's Saturday now, but last weekend on Saturday, we had the late night Appleton bar outreach, and I got together with Richard to work on the video on meth, and that's the video I posted earlier this week, saying you guys should go check out his video. Got together with him to finish that video and get it uploaded to his YouTube channel, and we had some issues with that, so we were at his house for a long time that night. But that night was also the late night Appleton bar outreach. My friend Trevor was there with Greg and Brett. Brett was actually there too, and I took Richard out there because he hasn't seen that environment yet as far as us sharing the gospel in that way, and he was just absolutely blessed by that. He got to give out a few tracks, and it was such an encouragement for him to meet Brett, Trevor, and Greg. And it's such an encouragement, guys. I'm telling you, to stick together as brothers in Christ and be there for one another, especially as we're doing outreach. The other thing I wanted to mention too was talking to Pastor Roger and his brother Lux. So we were doing the parade, and I see Roger. I mistaken him for Lux, but they're brothers, so he can excuse my little error there. But I just lit up like right away. I was so excited to talk to him for a while. We just talked about a bunch of random stuff, homeschooling. Both of them homeschool as well, catching up because I haven't really talked to those guys too much. I'm just re-caught up with them this year. Pastor Roger, a few weeks ago, I was working and I saw him at a mutual friend's house / business. He does woodworking. His house is connected to the woodworking shop. But anyway, so I caught up with him, and it's been since 2006, pretty much. Lux, I talked with him on St. Patrick's Day. So it was great to see them both doing outreach. They were giving out chick tracts in a plastic baggie with pieces of candy in there. So that's what they were doing. And it was just great to see them out there, to talk with them. What Roger was talking about, Pastor Roger, he wants to start some kind of open air ministry, open air outreach in Manitowoc. He says they've been grounded as a church in Manitowoc for a number of years now. It's time to get started on something like that, he was saying. So boy, that was really awesome to hear and just to share with one another in that fellowship. That fellowship is so sweet when you're out there laboring together for the Lord. It's just awesome. So those were the two biggest things about tonight. But again, Brett, guys, get out there and start sharing the gospel. Take those baby steps and it will fire you up like nothing else. Find the parade. I don't know if they have some kind of Halloween or pumpkin type parade in your city. I know that Michigan has one, I think next weekend or 2 weekends from now. I'll have to figure that out. But some kind of fall festival parade, or maybe Christmas is coming up. Late November, early December is when they usually have Christmas parades. If you can get a hold of doing one of those, if you're not too familiar with evangelizing, start out small and do like a parade, or start leaving gospel tracts around leading up to that event, and then okay, now you got the courage, now you can do a parade. Or if you're a little bit more comfortable with that stuff, go to some event like the one I went to tonight and start talking to someone. Take that next baby step. Let's see what you can do. I know you can do it. It's the first step is hard, but once you actually do it, that encouragement, man, that it's powerful. It really is powerful. I've shared before about the first parade I did. I was like walking on clouds after that. Like, oh man, did I just really do that? And I'm sure that's what Brett was feeling tonight after talking to several people. Great conversations. Um, yeah, so there was some spiritual stuff tonight that we did see out there. I mean, it's a dark demonic event. We're talking to Jamie and was it her boyfriend or husband? I'm not really sure. I'll just say boyfriend at this point. But we're talking about truth, and she was saying how truth is relative. And I brought up the point where, like, if someone says there's no such thing as absolute truth, and then you say back, well, is that absolutely true? And we were talking about that, and this lady walks by, and she had eyes all over her face, like painted on her face, or maybe there were stickers, I don't know, but just very creepy looking. And something spiritual was going on there. You could tell if you saw her face. But she just said that she was confirming what the woman was saying, what Jamie was saying, basically, and denying what I was saying. Saying that all truth is relative. There's no such thing as absolute truth, is what she was saying, this woman. And just the face that she gave us. And I think it was meant to thwart our conversation with these two people. But it didn't work because we kept on talking with them anyway. She eventually scooted off. But I didn't really want to engage her because I knew that would take away from the conversation that we were already having. And she just wanted to be... she just wanted to start something up that wouldn't have gone anywhere. You can just see it in her face. But anyway, I'm going to let you go. This video is probably already long enough. But guys, please be encouraged by this. And yeah, that's all I can say. Take the lesson from Brett and and Richard and myself all those years ago and others. Take those baby steps. Go out together. Find someone to go out with you with. And just go at it. If there's anything I can do, email me, paradethegospel@gmail.com. Leave a comment below if you have any questions, whatever. So God bless you guys, and talk to you next time.